Of Swiss American. He joins us. Thank you, Craig. So go ahead, sir. You saw the president on the podium today saying, hey, yeah, I understand the protesters, but let's not talk about them right now. Let's talk about jobs. What should Mr. Obama be addressing?
Well, Eric, we probably don't have enough time in this program to cover it all, but I can tell you, watching the president's speech, it was a classic, distorted speech filled with distortion, filled with false promises, false choices, and once again blaming everybody but his administration for what's going on. If you look at this Occupy Wall Street movement, Eric, what's happening? They shouldn't be mad at Wall Street. Wall Street creates jobs. It's the president they should be mad at. This president has done everything he can to stunt job growth. Look, he wants to pass a $447 billion bill to create jobs, Eric, and he doesn't want anybody to look at it, just pass the bill. He doesn't have a co-sponsor on either the Senate or the congressional floor. And yet he's already done this once before with $787 billion, and we still have 9% unemployment.
Right. Craig,
he's failing at what he's attempting to do.
Let's
Eric.
talk about these protesters, though. We're seeing them for a couple of weeks now on Wall Street. They moved it to D.C. today. And again, they march on the Chamber of Commerce, among other places, but the Chamber represents small businesses, not big corporate America, right?
Absolutely. It's kind of like my business, Eric. You know, I'm under $250 million a year, so I'm considered a small business. The reality is Mr. Obama in this jobs bill wants to offer me a $2,500 tax credit so he can say, well, I'm giving the Republicans tax breaks. And what do I have to do to get it? I have to spend $50,000 a year to hire somebody. I get a $2,500 tax break, whoopee. And then I have an employee that I got to figure out how I'm going to cover under Obamacare and any other regulation that the White House decides to send down. This protest in Wall Street and now that's gone on to the chamber is misdirected. They should demand the White House put in some standard policies, Eric, that you and I both know would work.
Right, Craig, what do you think when you see these guys, these protesters downtown saying, we want to do everything we can to crush capitalism?
Well, I think there's just a hangover from the 60s, Eric. I mean, think about it. The people that were doing this in the 60s are now filling the jobs on Wall Street, making $500,000 a year. So I find it kind of comical. And more importantly, the Fox reporting on this has been incredible. When you guys interviewed people down there, they can't tell you why they're there. They can't tell you what they want, but they know they want to rage against the system. They want to rage against the man. Do these people that are protesting realize that the largest contributor to the election of Barack Obama was those people on Wall Street that they are protesting against? So I have an idea for Mr. Obama. Why don't you take the $1 billion that you're going to get from raising money for your next re-election campaign and create some jobs with that $1 billion? Why don't you cut some spending? Stop looking to raise taxes, because even John Maynard Keynes said that raising taxes during a time of a fragile economy is a big mistake.
All right, we're going to say thank you to Craig Smith. Appreciate your time, my friend.
Good being with you, Eric.
All right, as these protests mount, the president